What's up, fellow brick builders? It's Sean from BRIT'N Bricks. We are back with the mystery build. Oh man, I've been waiting for probably 3 weeks for this particular part. It's a special part. It's a real special Technic part, but that is it right there. It's got a couple of notches on, well, it's got a notch on either side where some connectors go on, and it's a solid rod, slightly flexible, looks pretty fragile to me. You can see those notches there, right there. Yeah, that's the part we've been waiting for to come from Belgium for a while. So we've been waiting like 3 weeks or a month, something like that. So the mystery build's been on a little bit of a hold, and I tell you what, I can't wait to get this going, because today it might actually give itself away, or people might get a better idea on what it is. So really excited. This is what we got so far. That's what we got so far. It's probably one of my favorite builds so far. Really it is. I'm enjoying it. There's a lot of parts to it, a lot of fiddly bits and pieces to it, some pieces that still keep falling off and stuff. Maybe I could adapt to that, and you know, modify it a little bit so that it will hold together better, that kind of thing. There are some places where you're putting parts in and they just fall off because there's nothing that's retaining it for a while. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I really want to see a little bit more development on it, so let's go cracking. We've got our trusty cup of tea, as always, with Shadowrock, courtesy of Matty Matt. And we are joined by, ever, always, Belch. Belch is doing good. So we got all our parts are down here. This is our part box, and it's starting to mount up. I probably need a different box or a new box or something like that to accommodate some of this. But we'll put parts where they usually go on the desk. Those are new. Those are new. We got some new parts in as well. Ones. Those are new. Twos. Fours. Those are new. Those are relatively new. Connectors. Those are new. Those are new. Twos. Ones. Put the ones there. Twos. A great big massive two. I'm running out of space here. So yeah, it's quite the amount of parts, but this is what we've been gathering. Show you. This is what we've been gathering while we were waiting for the part from Belgium. So it's like 3 weeks of orders. Try and do an order a week at about £10. So put those aside for now, because those aren't going to get involved for a little bit, because because we order a little bit ahead of time. So what is the next part? That's the question. Right, so I got I got it up here. So the next part, oh yeah, that's right. We were doing this part here, and we ran out of bits, which was, I think it was the Technic plates. We'll go find those. We're a little bit. A trusty cup of tea never lasts, does it? Right, here we go. Got Technic plates there. We want a 7 long grey axle. We've got axles up here. We've relocated as well. We're upstairs in the loft room now. Right, 7 long axles. Those are 3s. That's possibly a 7. It's possibly a 7. Or these are... I think those are 5. Might not be a 7 actually. It might be a 9. What else we want? We want connectors. Got connectors. And we want the grey pins with the collar on the end. Grey pins with... Oh, we need that. Need that. And... I did... Blimey. Tea's getting stuck in the throat. We do get a little bit organised. That is a pin with a collar on the end. Do not tell me I didn't order those. No, that. Oh, maybe that's the part that I was waiting for, and yeah, here we go. Found them. There should be 2. There's 2. Right, so we want those. So let's find out what we're going to be doing. This build is huge. Yeah, it's taken up some space, isn't it? It really is, and it's going to get a little bit bigger as well. So yeah, it's definitely a project that maybe I bit off a little bit more than I can chew. All right, so what we want 1 2 plate. I got call it a 2 plate because it's got 2 holes in it. There we go. So it's like that. It's got the 2 holes there. That's a Technic plate. So we want one of those, and we want the 7 axle. If you're not really too sure about how long your axles are, take your axle. Take a plate. Put your axle against it or inside the plate, and then count the studs from the plate. So this is a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. This is a 9, and that's how you work out. If you got like mock designs and stuff like that you're following, like this is, and you don't know or you can't remember if you got the right axle or not. That's how I kind of work out what size axle I do have, or what size axle I need. I'm just pushing stuff on the floor here. Where'd it go? Okay. So here we go. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Perfect. That's the axle we want. And so from what I'm seeing here, where does this axle go? Or maybe I've dropped it in. No? Okay. See, with the design I'm using, oh, maybe I've done that. Maybe I've done that. It might be this back part here. This part on the end here. So it's, right, so we can put that aside. We need the plate. And we need the 2 grey pins with the collars on the end. We'll put the other plates away. So this definitely feels like a Digastani collect over the months build, like the Millennium Falcon they did, and the cars they did. Even the figures. I've seen the figures now. I was in a charity shop the other day, and I saw Digastani Disney characters. Alright, so we want 2 of these grey pins. Right. They're actually axles with studs on the end of them. Like that. So these are going to go through the axle holes here on this plate, like so. This is going to connect to this, like so, and that's that part. From what I see, we want a 7 long black bar, Technic bar. What do I do with the Technic bars? There we go. They came in the same order by the looks of things. So this bag is probably going to be the order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what we want. We want a grey short pin. 2 of them actually. Grey short pins. That's the plates. Put some stuff around to organise them. Once we get these parts used, there we go. Once we get these parts used, I'll be happy because we get we're getting some space. So these have got the bushings and the short pins that we need. So one is going to go in. Are these the right short pins? Yeah, they look like it. In there, like that. And the other one is going to go in like that. These look like the wrong pins. These look like the wrong pins. I mean, they look like the right pins, but they're not the axle pins. Could be the dark bluey grey ones. Yeah. Looks like the dark bluish grey ones. It's quite hard to sometimes follow other people's thingies. I mean, the instructions to this are pretty good, but the colour, I couldn't quite tell, but these look more like it. So that in there, because it's got the split there, whereas these grey pins don't. They just have a stud end. So we'll pop those back in, keep them safe. Alright, so we need some built-in elbow area. We'll pop those down there. Okay, so this is going to attach. It looks like it's going to attach it's going there. Yeah, I think it's going there. See, that's the thing with this build, is a lot of things are loose as you're waiting to put other things in place. Right, what we got here? What we doing here? Okay, let's see that. So it's a bit like spot the difference. So we got a dark 1x2, dark 1x2 plate, a light 1x2 plate, okay, a 1x1 light grey, so it's a 1x1 light grey, Technic block, 2 Technic blocks, so there we go. And that's got a single hole for it. We want one of those. Single hole. And we want 2 black 2 plates. 2 black 2s. There's one. And 2. So pop those aside. These back in here. There's too much on the table now. Well, I say too much on the table. It's like the build. Oh, there's build and limited amount of bags that I could probably stick in. Alright, so what we got? We got 2 red pins. 2 red pins. The red pins, I think, are in here. Oh no, they're axles, aren't they? 2 red axles. There's the axles. Put those up there. I can start spreading the stuff about again now, since we've moved all this upstairs. Because we got our furniture in. Finally, we got our furniture in. Right, so we got all the parts. We'll put these aside for now because we don't need those. So, spotting the difference, we got a 1x1 on the end of this jumper here. So that sits there. We got the block on top of that. The grey 1x2 plate on top of that. The 2 red pins. Okay, I see. Right. So that red pin's going to hold that in place like that, which makes that loose. And then the red pin is going in the end like that. Where's the dark bluish grey and the other arm going? So that goes there. Oh, this is going over the top of this. That will keep that in securement. Like so. So this is just a loosey-goosey bit here. So where's this dark bluish grey plate going? Dark bluish grey plate, where are you? No. So I'm looking in the general area. And I'm not seeing it. There's one there, which is there. It's got to be in this area here, because that's what we're working on. Maybe it doesn't go on yet. Okay. Maybe it does. And that's that there. Where does this go? I thought this was going to go on the piece here, but it's not. Oh, I see it. I see it. It's very slight, but it's right there. And that goes on there. Right. Cool beans. Okay, so this is stage 121. We want one single black Technic brick plus those grey pins that I had out earlier. Single black Technic brick. Probably in one of the new orders, I think. So we want one of those, and no, it's in with the Technic bricks. There we go. So this pin's going to go through. Doesn't matter which way, because when you mount it, it's going to go this way, and that's going to sit on top of that 1x1 plate on top of the jumper. Like so. I got that the right way around or the wrong way around. I will go with this way, so that the stud's pointing that way. Right, so stage 122, the piece we've been waiting for. So this tube, hopefully, with a bit of luck, that's what this tube's for. So we ordered this plastic tube, and that's what's going to have the piece that we got from Belgium. Is going to go inside here to protect it, with a bit of luck. It looks small and fragile. Oh, we've got an empty bag. There you go. Slightly curved, but that's okay. That might help us. So this is supposed to go through here with a bit of luck. Perfect. Made to fit. That's awesome. That is awesome. Alright, so this, and we got two connectors, so we'll put that aside for now. We got two connectors. Now, did I put them in with the connectors? Because I did a little bit of sorting as well. Did a little bit of sorting. And okay, I don't see them in the connectors, so they might be in a special bag. Here they are. So you got a dark bluish grey one, and you got a black one, because on different sides, I'll show you this, the difference between the two. So against the white or whatever, you can see there's a bar going across there, and it's slightly, if I can get it against the white, it's slightly curved. This one is just a hole, and it's not curved. I've never used these pieces before, so this is oddly satisfying. That is oddly satisfying. What, the this piece going through like that? Yeah. I was just hoping it was going to be big enough. So never used anything like this before, so I wouldn't know the purpose of them. But I think you just push it in. And it will just snap in place. I don't know. It's a kind of bizarre piece, if you ask me. Do you open this? Ah, okay. So you can open this. Right. So then it goes in. Close it. And it holds it in place. Right. I got it. And then we're going to thread this through. So this is going to go through here. Oops. And this is going to go through that. Try and meet them up. Because what I've done is I've done it the wrong way round. Let's do it the right way round, shall we? So open it up. Pop it out. Pop that in. Threading a needle through a haystack. Through there. And then feed the thinner piece through there, like that. Then we'll go pop that on. So I still don't know what it is, what it does, or anything like that. Close it down, secure it in place. It's a push rod, isn't it, or something? And then probably the same with this one. So just pull it open. They feel relatively new, these connectors. Put it in there, close it up. Then this is going to attach to this piece here. Like that. Okay. Interesting. Hey, One True Villain. How you doing, mate? Oi, mate. Hope you're well. Alright, so we go spot the difference again. Are you building a hammer? Do you know, that's a really good question. It's a really good guess. Okay. It's not a hammer, and it's not Star Wars. But I fear today it might give itself away. Depending on how far we get in the build. We got a couple of hours, so I'm reckoning it's going to give itself away. So let's spot the difference thing again now. I see something going on here. Okay. Alright. Okay, I think I see what's going on. I think I see. Right, okay. So we want one of these. What are you been up to then, villain? And another 2 plate. I'm going to keep taking these in and out and in and out and out. No, we don't have any more 2 plates, so we might have ordered some. those all tiles. Let's see. Did we order? I hope we did. Okay, we got connectors, we got arms, we got not that bag. It's not that bag. It's not that bag. It's not that bag. Oh, did I not order enough for these pots? Aha! Got it. And I guess we'll just keep those plates out for a bit. What you been up to, villain? We've got two of these long, these two short axles there. We want two, so two black versions of these. These are dark bluish grey. Those are all black pins. There's one, and there's two. Okay. So move those aside. And what's going on here is we're going to turn it around the way it's showing me. It's going. Whoops. I work with some very small space here. It's going here. It's going here. So there's going to be a red pin going through here, and then two of these. So we'll push this one through that one, push it back, pop this one in there. Just go pull that red axle out a bit. That goes in there. Then push that all the way through like that. And then what looks like that is going to attach like that. So we'll push that through, and that through, and it's going to hang out, so it's like that. What it is, I'll never know. So this is going on top of that part there. That's why that sleeve's there. It's to stop it from being crushed. That doesn't sit there very well. I wonder why that is. Is that because of the... I don't think so. Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Okay. Right. I see. Yep. So that pushes into the black axle there. Secure. Nice. Oops. There you go. That's it there. All right. What's next? Stage 1, 2, 4. Two more of these plates. I need an extension table here or something, don't I? I'll try and figure out something about that. There's two of those, and what? Two dark bluish grey Technic bricks with a single hole in it. There's two different types, one with a single hole and one with a double hole. And the light bluish grey bricks also have that similar sort of thing. There we go. There you come. There you go. Alright, so what do we do here? So we're turning this back around and we're popping a plate on the other side of this to cap this off. I can see that. So that's strong. Oh, I see. Then this is going to go over that, over that. So where are the... Yes and no. I mean, no, it's quite... the reason why no, it's quite clear. But yes, they could do something different in a similar sort of way. So these two are going to go on the back part on that there. And so yeah, and we talked about, yeah, we can remove this. Oh, stop falling apart. Yeah, now you just moved. There you go. Yeah, that it'd be cool if they did something similar to it that would they certainly would, I would think. Without giving too much away right now, I think they would. Right, those plates. Where's the Technic bricks gone? Oh, here they are. So we want a dark bluish grey Technic brick. Oh. Here we go. I usually have this on a shelf, but my shelf is full with other ones as well. So pop those over there. So we have here a 7 long, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One of those, 3 black pins. Black pins. So 3 of those. And put those over there. So let's put this together. So black pin at the top, space, black pin, and then black pin on the other side at the bottom. So it looks like that. Then we've got a 3 long, some handlebar looking things. Now I did see those. But you know, I'm constantly moving stuff around. Did see those. There they are. Do we want the jump plates as well? We don't. Right, so let's just take that. Let go of that. There you go. So those jumpers. We want anything else from here? We want some gears. Let's take the bags. Just take the bags. Gears. Bushings. Fire hydrants. Grey fire hydrants. Connectors. Yep. Connectors. Should be good. With a bit of luck. Should be good. Right, we need some axles. We do not need the 9 long. We'll put that to its side. We do need the red ones. But for now we want the 4 long black. Long black. Those are not 4 long. Those are not 4 long. Those are 4 long. Put a bag inside a bag, inside a bag, inside a bag. Woo. Those are 4 long. That's what we were after. Not these guys. Got a 5 long grey though. Those are 3s. Those are 5s. That's over there. So what we got here, we've got the handlebar looking thing. the grey 3 is going to sit on top of that. The handlebar looking thing is going to go here. Usually this houses a gear. I've seen this in some of James's cars and stuff like that. And then we've got a 4 long axle. So we've got a 4 long axle. And we've got grey gear. It's the only grey gear we got. And we want a tan gear as well. So we'll take the tan gear out while we're at it. Tan gear. And the grey gear. I think the grey gear is just slightly smaller than tan gear. Not much difference there. Interesting. Right. So axle on the end of the gear. Pop the axle through the hole. It is indeed going to be using some gears. Then we've got 1 bushing, the tan gear, a dark bluish grey fire hydrant. That's what I like to call them. Dark bluish grey fire hydrant. Because it kind of looks like a fire hydrant. And a 5 long axle. 5 long axle. So the axle's going to go through here with the bushing. Put the bushing through the axle, through the bushing, through the axle, through the bushing, like that. Then we've got the fire hydrant. I've got to put that axle through a little bit better. It's going to be pointing this way. Now we can push the axle through, and then we've got the tan gear. It's going to sit like that. If I can get it place. Other way. Is there a pushing or something like that? Just push it right through. You've got to turn the gear until it finds that axle. Oh, I think I found it. Yes. And push it through. It doesn't look like it goes all the way through, so we'll push it back up a touch. So it's a bit like that. So you got this. Got this shaking head movement. It's like, nah. That's kind of cool. That's kind of clever. And it works pretty smoothly as well. And then, so we've got another dark bluish grey fire hydrant. Right. And that's going to go on top of the other axle, of this axle. I'll push that. Oh, and it's going to match up with the other one. So, like that. And then this has no part whatsoever. It just kind of rogue. Pop him over there. So there you go. Now both of them are going like that. No. And then we got the red short axle, one of those, and a dark bluish grey connector tube is going to sit on top, and then like that. So that's what we got there. See that? That's what we got. So this is going to yeah, bring back the build. Bring back the build. This is going on here like I gotta twist the axle to meet up with the other axle. So that should be it. There you go. Right, it's in. Whee, there was much rejoicing. So that's that part there. And what you're going to see now, you should see, is if I move these, you should see on the face cam. See that? That's what that's doing. I'll show you on the although I think it's a little bit off. I think it's a little bit off. Still doing the same. Still doing it. That's interesting. Still quite a bit of movement there as well. It's going one way, right? But the other way is slightly off, so I'm going to go full one way and see what happens. Try that. Okay, that's completely full. It's just trying to make it match up. I think that's as close as it's going to get, isn't it? I'm sure I can get that better. It's as best as it's going to get. But yeah, that's what it does. For the most part. Quite good. Quite good. Right. Next part is getting rid of the build. Yay! I'll pop it somewhere so that I don't knock it about. There. So we want 2 blue pins and a black Technic brick with 2 holes in it. And 2 blue pins. And these are going to just go in any which way you like that. And then we want a 7 axle. Again, if you're not too sure, put it against the plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 7 axle. It's a good little measure. Is that dark bluish grey? I think this is all dark bluish grey. We've got dark bluish grey connector and a 5 long. We've got an empty bag. I like empty bags. So second, well, actually it might not be an empty bag. We'll try and put as many parts as we can. So we want 2 of these, so that's all of these. And so these are going to go on the end of the 2 blue pins here. I have no idea what I'm building now. And this is going to go inwards like that. Axle's going to go through like that. So we've got a bit of movement there. Then we want 2 of these. Okay. We want 1 black pin axle with a ball on the end of it. So something's going to attach to this. Like that. And is that flickering? It looks like the camera's flickering. It might be my end. And then this is going to go through the axle hole parts of these bars like that. So we got this kind of rocking motion at the moment. Then the black pin with the ball on the end is going to go on like that. And then the next stage is putting this aside. We want 2 of these. 1, 2. We want 2 red ones. Finally we're going to get to use these. These have been sitting here for a while. Two red ones. And a 1x4, 2x4, sorry, dark bluish grey plate. And a 1x2 and a 2x3. So we want a 1x2 dark bluish grey. Still here, mate? Just looking? Yep. No, it's okay. And a 2x3 dark bluish grey, which is usually in here. We just want one of those. All right, build it, build it, build it, build it. Stay. So, 2 stages here. So we got with the studs facing out because something's going to pin onto it. Do these 2 and that, and then this is going on that there, and then this is going on there like that, so you get that kind of thing. Okay, bring back the build. bring back the build. Which way is it facing? That way. Oh. Let's pop that off again. There's a lot of fragile parts on it for the beginning. Okay, so this is going on here like that. This is going on here like that. Okay. This is going like that. Really? That is on one pin. Okay. So is that attaching to that? I guess so. All right. Okay. Ooh, we got an interesting part coming up. Got an interesting part coming up. Look what we got. Look what we got. All right. So this is not mounting anywhere particular. It's just going to hang loose like everything else. And then the cable is going to go through here like that. And through here and up like that. That's how I think it looks. And then we have another exciting part. This is going to go under that, and then we've got some inverted slopes. So where are the slopes? There they are. So we want the grey, long, and the black. Yep. That's good. Black. And the grey. And these are going to go on the bottom of this, and they're going to be that way. I'm going to do it the way it's shown. So it's going to make some space for it to travel under, like so. It's quite a long cable, that. It's certainly quite a long cable. Right. So this is going to be in here. Okay, and they would go through this part here. Oh. this. Sits on there. Ready? All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that's that. Oh man. Right. So I'm gonna have to lay this down flat now. I need a table here. That's what I need. So we've got the next part. Is this 3 light grey pins, 1, 2, 3, blue pins, small. Let's put them there. 1 of those. Alright, stop. 2 black pins. Oh, we've got the black pins. Black pins are here somewhere. Are they? We've got 1 loose one and 2, so that'll work. And we want a 16 and a 14. Guessing that's the 16 and the 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So studs maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes, studs. Right. So that's those 2. Then the blue pin, it looks like it goes in that way. The black pins are going on the ends here. Where's the grey? Oh gosh, spot the difference or what? So that's going to connect to that right there. And we got 2, I can see 2 grey pins. Oh, I see the other one. Right. So it's going to go in next to the blue one. And then this one's got 3 holes. 1, 2, 3. So the 4th hole. And a space and a hole. Like that. And then this is going to attach other way around to that, like that. Then we want another light grey pin. Another light grey pin. We want 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put those aside. 3 black pins. So now we have to find the black pins. Found them. Have we got any rogue ones? Nah. So we want 3 black pins. And we want a 14 and a 16 again. So that's the last 14 and 16 black. No, grey, sorry. It's not black at all. And so this 1, 2, 3, 4th hole, then a black pin, and that's going to connect that together, and then space. Oh, that one's a bit beat up. Yeah, that one's a bit beat up, that one. I'll try and pinch it, but I don't think we're going to get that in there. Oh, there you go. There you go. We got it. And another one next to it. Where's the third one go? Ah, right. Opposite the other black pin. Like that. Like that. 2 black pins. Either ends here to hold together to the 14. Push that together. Pop that down. And that's what you got. Next we want 2 red 1x2s. One light grey, bluish grey, 1x2, 1x4. Those are 1x3s, and then 1x4s. I obviously didn't put everything in the areas. There we go. Right, so 1x4. Light grey. Get the bag open. There we go. And like that. Put those with the ones. And a 2x4. So these bags should rapidly start to empty now. So those go there. That goes there. Going to go across to make it stronger there, and that there, and turn it upside down, and then we got these pieces. So we want one of these that you usually use for axles for cars, little mini build cars. A 2x3 black plate, which has been in this pack forever. And a 1x2 black plate. Right, so this is going to go under here to even that out. Then this is going to go what looks like there. And then this is going to go there. 1, 2. No. Who got the wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6? No, I haven't. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it should be there. There we go. There's our 3 studs. Now then, keeping it upside down, we want one black pin. Black pin. Technic brick, single hole, light grey, and a 2x2 normal Lego brick. And then this is going to go on top of that to square that off. These two are going to go, oh, they miscounted there, should have 2 of these, so I see, right, that's going to hold that together. So we put these together like so, then pop that there. Why not just put another Lego brick there? It's interesting. Oh, that's an interesting part. Yep, got that. That piece there. And another 2 of the light grey single holes. And those are going to go on the end of the Lego brick like that, and then this is going to sit across like that. Alright, so this we need 2 of these, not these, 2 of these, so 2 of those, and 4 3-axles. There's my 3-axles. There we go. 4 of them. So there's 2, 4. Don't need you. Go back in there. Bring back the build. Bring back the build. Move these aside. Bring back the build. Bring back the build. Bring back the build. Facing this way. This is okay, so these are to be stacked. That's really long, that is. That's going to attach to that. Then this fits on. Why haven't we got a block on there? Should we not have a block on there? We should. There should be a black. There should be a black single hole. There it is. On there. Then that sits. This one is way too long. If I can put it in there like that. Oop. Come on, you know you can do it. Yeah, there you go. And that on there, that on there. Nice. And that's what you got so far. And what's next? Oh, right. Put away the bill, put away the bill. Put back some pins just in case we need them. Right, so we got 2x12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got one of those, and we want a 1x4 red plate, tile, sorry, not plate. 1x4 red tile. Not seeing any there. We did get some tiles today. We got some new tiles. Aha! Not today, but this week actually. No, this month. So we got that one, and then we got that one. And this is going to sit at the bottom here. And this is going to sit at the top like that. And bring back the build. I think we're getting a bit more of a solid area to pick it up now. Turn it around. This is going to attach to there, it looks like. And I think that's just to make things a bit more solid. Like that. And it looks like we're doing a similar one. Looks like we're doing a similar one again. So another 2x12, 2x4 red, and a 1x6 red tile. So it's all the red tiles basically. That one there. And that one there. Oh no, we're dropping frame rates? Shoot. It looks like we're back. That was pretty heavy. Sorry about that, folks. We're doing this new internet thing, and that doesn't look like a 6. It is 6. Okay. No, it's not a 6. That's an 8. Did I get the wrong one? Should be a 6. Oh no. I think I got the wrong one, you know. I think I got the wrong one. Because that's supposed to be that. That one in there. I don't have one in there. Yeah, I think I misread it as a 6, as an 8. usually I click on them and find what they are. And these are floors. We're going to continue and see how important that is for now. It might not be too important. Oh man, we're dropping frame rates again. Yeah, it looks like we're dropping frame rates. Yeah, I keep watching it, and I keep seeing it going up and down. I apologise about this. I'll find out what's going on. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I totally misread that. Don't apologise, mate. The best always have. Okay. It's still enjoyable content. No, I appreciate that. Thanks. It's not really going to make a great video when you're jumping around and stuff all the time, though. It's like every 30 seconds or so we're dropping frame rates. But we're like 8 o'clock anyway. Almost. How bad is it, Belch? Yeah, I still see it fluctuating up and down here. So we'll call it a day for now. And I mean, we've got a lot done. Hasn't quite given itself away yet, but it's very close. That is for sure. So thanks very much for everybody who came by. And anybody who wants, it drops frames quite frequently now, to be honest. Yeah, I know it does. So yeah, I'm going to call it a day. Thank you so much, everybody. Please like and subscribe and give us a thumbs up or give us a thumbs down. I'm so sorry about the internet connection, but it seems like the wireless connection is not working out the way it should do. So I'll cut this quick. I'm Sean from BRIT'N.